Donald Trump announced his pick for defense secretary is Pete Hegseth, and he already seems to have some enemies.
So is this the guy who's qualified to make decisions about the most powerful military in the world, who clearly does not know anything about the military?
Well, actually, Hegseth is a veteran. He served in the Army National Guard at Guantanamo Bay and had tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He has a Combat Infantryman Badge and 2 Bronze Stars for his service in Iraq and Afghanistan. On his website, Hegseth describes himself as a husband, father, patriot, and Christian. You might recognize him from Fox News, where he's worked in some capacity since 2014. He became the co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend back in 2017. He has degrees from Princeton and Harvard, although he mailed his degree back to Harvard on grounds of Harvard abandoning the values that it was founded upon.
And I think we finish it off by saying, return to sender.
Hegseth has continued to focus on veterans throughout his career. He served as CEO of the pro-veteran organization Concerned Veterans for America. He's authored multiple books. His latest came out in June, The War on Warriors: Behind the Betrayal of the Men Who Keep Us Free. Both in his book and in the media, Hegseth has spoken out about the weakness in the U.S. military and the need to strengthen our military so that we can combat threats like the one that China poses to the U.S. He's also railed against the woke agenda that has seeped into our military.
But this institution's going sideways. It doesn't, and you hear time and time again.
Which institution?
The Department of Defense, the military, the Army, pick your service.
He's called for the far-left agenda to be rooted out of the military. In fact, during a conversation on the Sean Ryan show, Hegseth gave a pretty clear roadmap about how he would lead as head of the DoD and how he'll go about recruiting young men to serve in the U.S. military.
Well, first of all, you got to fire. You got to fire the chairman of Joint Chiefs, and you got to fire this. I mean, obviously, you're going to bring in a new Secretary of Defense, but any general that was involved, general, admiral, whatever, that was involved in any of the DEI woke shit, it's got to go. Either you're in for war fighting, and that's it. And that's the only litmus test we care about. You got to get DEI and CRT out of military academies, so you're not training young officers to be baptized in this type of thinking. And then, whatever the standards, whatever the combat standards were, say, in, 1995, let's just make those the standards. And as far as recruiting, to hire the guy that, did Top Gun Maverick and create some real ads that motivate people to want to serve.